We should start out with is this so-called mystery airship wave of 1897.
Let's do
It
it.
actually started November 18th, 1896, a little bit earlier, but it's always been known within ufology all over. It's always been known as the 1897 mystery airship wave. And basically, over Sacramento, what people reported seeing is kind of this long cigar-shaped craft. There were reports of wings on either side with a strange rudder, and then there was a gondola. But what's interesting, in like 95% of these reports, they're always at night, and they reported these beaming spotlights coming down on the city below. And so it was an absolute chaos below. There were people running through the streets. Covered wagons were being tipped over. Horses were bolting from side to side. And it was just absolute chaos because no one had seen anything like this before. And who has the technology to have these beaming spotlights coming down back in 1896? This is before the Wright brothers, December 17th. 1903 at Kitty Hawk, North Carolina. So this was going on before the Wright brothers even flew. Now, here's what's interesting. If you read the reference works and all the newspaper clippings going from the West Coast to Ohio, I mean, there were literally hundreds of newspaper reports of this mystery airship wave, different configurations as well. But they reported generally, we talked about the light shining down. There were reports of anchors being lowered from these craft.
Whoa.
There were reports of big black dogs on the top deck of these ships. There were reports of well-dressed eccentric inventors that were on the top deck of these craft.
With monocles.
There were reports of laughter coming from these craft. And we have reports of these things landing, and then the people that came out of these craft, they were wearing smoke-colored glasses, and they requested water.
Wow.
The reference works, okay?
What?
So we got to think, does this sound like a alien technology, or does this sound a whole lot closer to home?
It definitely sounds close to home, that's for sure.
It sounds close to home, that's right. And then the thing is, a lot of these craft, it appears, started with a group called the Sonora Aero Club that was financed by a mysterious group known as NIMSA. And I want to give credit to the book called Origin, the 19th Century Emergence of the 20th Century Civilization by Mr. Bosley. Walter Bosley has done a very good job pinning this all together. He has done just a great job.
Wow. Man, this reminds me, I mean, we've got a very famous airship case right here in Texas, in Aurora, Texas.
Right. That's right.
Yeah. And, I'm looking at this image, and it kind of reminds me like...
steampunk.
Yeah, kind of a steampunk feel. Like, hey, you've ever seen Wild West with Will Smith,
Yep.
Like that crazy inventor guy. I mean, it looks like something that he would have invented.
Exactly.
It's really cool. I love it. With the bat wings.
Yeah,
I mean, that's
right.
just awesome.
Yep, that's exactly what they were reporting.